All right.
All right.
Manila. Manila for us because it was, it's our entry point into the Philippines. It's our gateway to the country. To us, it was the city of first-time experiences for the Philippines. It was our first time.
First jeepney ride.
First jeepney ride. Jeepneys are like the iconic method of travel in the Philippines. It's kind of like the tuk-tuk of Thailand, how it's so like popular and on t-shirts and things like that, and keychains. But it's used by the locals, so it's more like
It's the cheap way the locals get around.
Yeah. They have set points, and you jump on and jump off. So you can go as far on that route as you want to, and it's 15 pesos a person, which would be...
Like 30 cents a person. They're a little bit confusing if you don't know the routes, though, because there's so many.
Yep.
We basically just shouted out where we wanted to go to each one, and they'd either nod or shake their head at us.
Or a local would point you, you want to get on this one.
It was helpful if a local on the jeepney heard you asking, and they would just be like, oh, we'll tell you when to get off.
Tell you.
It was also our first time having halo halo.
Yeah, halo halo is a dessert, and it's got like purple, which is we know as ube.
Mm-hmm. Ube is purple sweet potato.
Some of them have beans.
All different colored, jello-y type.
But basically you take a spoonful and it's got a whole bunch of different things, and half of them you have no idea what they are. But it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Also, it was our first time eating at Jollibee's. So Jollibee's, it's like McDonald's here, where it's like the #1 fast food chain. But it's fried chicken and spaghetti is kind of their main...
It's fast food. There's nothing special about it. But when you're traveling with kids, it's a must try. The only thing is that I would suggest is save it till the end, because once the kids catch on to Jollibee's, every time they see it, they want to eat there, and we would far rather not.
Yeah. Hey, Jollibee's! Hey, Jollibee's! But they're on every corner, so the kids were pointing out Jollibee's every time they'd see them.
Yeah.
So what we realized right away in Manila about the Philippines is that it doesn't sleep. So there's something going on at all hours of the night. There's cars going by, there's people walking up and down the halls, there's music being played.
Cars honking
the horns all night long.
Everything's open 24 hours.
A lot of things are open 24 hours. We're getting, we didn't sleep really much the first night, even though we were so tired. One, because the batteries need to be changed in the smoke detector outside of our room, so it beeped every 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then it didn't help when we finally did fall asleep. 4 a.m., somebody's knocking on our room door, and it turned out to be some random guy that
had the wrong
room number, but it freaked me out.
So some of the highlights for us in Manila were, on the second morning we found a breakfast place called Canto Freestyle. And if you're in Manila and you want to go for food, especially for breakfast, go there, make it a priority to go there for sure. Out of all our meals we had in our month in the Philippines,
that one stands out. I wouldn't say it's our favorite, but it was really
it wasn't
good.
#1, but it would be definitely in the top 3 meals.
And we definitely recommend the beef tapas and the honey garlic chicken. It's this big piece of crispy fried chicken drizzled in this sweet honey sauce. And you get your rice with it and your fresh tomatoes.
Yeah.
And it's just a really very cool vibe in there.
I think out of all the meals I crave still now, that's probably #1 actually. That chicken was and the beef tapa, ooh.
Yeah, and what did we say? It was not our cheapest
meals.
It wasn't cheap. I would say
it was 160 pesos.
120 and 160. The kids had pancakes. I would say it was about $3 to $4 a person. So definitely on the higher end.
But worth it.
But it was good.
And worth, wherever you're staying in Manila, it's worth catching a grab and getting there.
Canto Freestyle Breakfast. This is the best.
One of our other highlights was Fort Santiago. Fort Santiago is a fort that was built in the 1500s.
To the kids, it was just this big, kind of like a castle with dungeons underneath, and it's just a fun place for them to explore.
we were there, our whole time in the Philippines, we were kind of freaks about making sure that the kids didn't drink any water, like rinse your toothbrush with bottled water. And so when we went to Fort Santiago, we found this fountain, and the kids were like, hey, can we run through it? We're like, yeah, that's fine, but keep your mouth closed.
Keep your mouth closed.
Don't get any of the water in your mouth. Be as careful as you can. And then we didn't realize until after we get back and we're looking at the footage of William stopping just to take a drink out of the fountain. That whole area around Fort Santiago is really nice. Like there's an old like Catholic church building just outside. And it's all within walking distance, so there's kind of a whole block which is kind of more historical, really nice looking. Everything's built of stone, really clean.
Oh, right. So we got lucky. It happened to be Sunday. The best food market in Metro Manila, Legaspi Market, and we definitely recommend checking that out. They started in 2014 with only about 40 vendors, and now they've grown to about 200, and some yummy food. It's good for foodies.
Yeah, it's like 70% food and like 30% like other vendors.
Yeah. 30% of the other stuff they sell is all stuff you won't find in a mall. So
yeah,
it was good. And then right next to that food market is a kid's playground, like a park, and a really nice park with like jogging trails around, and yeah, it was a nice location. And
yes.
And we parked ourselves right in front of a big huge fan, and Jesse and Jacob just walked around and collected food for us.
Yeah, the food was really good. And if you want to go and find a cheap meal, that's not the place to go.
No.
If you want to go and try 10 different dishes from all around the world, like there was everything from Ukrainian to Japanese cuisine. There was choices from all over the world, and really, really good. But I would say we spent probably like 2,000 pesos to feed our family, which was the most expensive meal of the entire trip. So 2,000 pesos would be
$50.
But
we definitely, it wasn't just to feed ourselves.
No, we splurged.
We engorged ourselves.
Yeah, and we got like, hey, there's homemade ginger ale. Hey, there's
deep fried watermelon.
Yeah,
balls.
deep fried watermelon. Like so many different things we did, and we weren't just like eating our rice. We were eating like.
But that was also, it wasn't just to go feed ourselves. The market was kind of our outing for the day. It was kind of the experience. And some of the best flavors of food that we had our whole trip. Really good. That, what was that? Deep fried cottage cheese.
This is cottage cheese cooked like Szechuan.
Which is really good.
And super, super clean market. Like all the food is covered. It's all hot, made in front of you. You don't have to worry about getting sick. The ground you're walking on is clean. Everything's clean.
William actually fell and skinned his knee, and they had a first aid right there.
Yeah, she put iodine on it.
Grabbed him and cleaned it up, iodine, and bandaged him up.
Oh, very spicy.
Okay, I'll taste a little bit. It's so hot. Not too hot.
It kind of kicks in a minute. Give it a second. crazier?
I'm watching it away with his baby. Woohoo! It's hot.
Okay, we try bite.
Okay, so some of the other things that we did were Rizal Park was really good with the kids. Lots of really kind of crazy dinosaurs and climbing structures.
We went to the National Museum of Natural History where they could see all kinds of plants and animals that are in the Philippines, and then the National Museum of Anthropology. And they were both really cool.
Yeah,
and
right beside Rizal
nice
Park.
And cool.
Free, air conditioned, so it's a really good thing to do in the middle of the day
Yeah.
for sure. The bay walk in the evening was it was nice. We walked through Chinatown.
You don't need more than a day in Manila.
Yeah,
Our personal opinion.
for us, Manila was our least favorite place in the Philippines. But having said that, it is worth spending a day. Like when we had originally booked our tickets was to arrive there in the evening and leave in the morning, and I think that would have been a shame to miss out on the things that we did do and see. We are not really into big cities. We're not really into the crowds and all the hustle. I mean, the hustle and bustle is fun to see, but we are definitely more.
We get tired of it quick.
We get tired of it quick, and we're definitely more into like exploring and getting out and seeing things in nature, and we're definitely water people. We love the ocean. For us, we definitely wanted to get to Palawan as soon as we could.
How do you say that? Palawan?
Palawan.
Really?
Yeah, it's not Palawan.
Oh,
It's
I've
Palawan.
always said Palawan.
It's Palawan.
Thank you, Megan.
So we only we only spent a couple of quick days in Manila, and then for us it was off to Palawan.
Or Palawan.
No, it's
The
Palawan.
locals call it.
So make sure you watch next week when we get to we make our way to El Nido, which is one of the most beautiful places in all of Philippines. So thanks for watching. Click right here. Click
Can't
right
wait
here
to show you.
to see the last video, and click right here to subscribe. See you next week.